My name is Emily Mumford and I'm a colon hydrotherapist. Colon hydrotherapy is a rather grand term, probably better known as colonic irrigation. And today I thought we'd make a video just to take a bit of the mystery out of colonic irrigation and show you little snippets of a treatment and see actually how very manageable and rather exciting the whole process is. The process of colon hydrotherapy works by gradually trickling in some body temperature triple filtered water into the colon. It goes through something called a rectal scope. So the rectal scope is inserted into the anus. It only goes in about 1.5 inches, so nothing is going right up into the bowel poking around, just literally just enough for the body to grip onto it and for the whole procedure to be nice and safe and watertight. So the rectal scope comes in here, and this is the classic picture of the colon. And round this side, where it joins onto the small intestine, we've got really something more like a sort of soup, where everything is fairly liquid. And then as the food progresses round the colon, because this is the direction that it goes round, water is extracted at every stage, little by little, and so it becomes more and more concentrated, so that when you get to about here, it becomes sort of semi-solid, and then round, as it comes round here, then it starts to be more like the fecal matter that we're used to when it comes out. So the water comes in here through the rectal scope for the treatment, and as down the bottom of the colon it's fairly solid, the water can't necessarily start working with what's here straight away, so some of it will leak around the outside of the colon and actually start to fill up the colon around the solid matter. The way the colon hydrotherapy works is by triggering the peristaltic reflex. The peristaltic reflex is a wave of contractions that starts right in the ascending colon and goes all the way round until gradually this wave of contractions pushes what's in the colon round and out through the anus. So when we pop water in here, it gradually fills and distends the colon, and the colon starts to register that it's getting slightly overly full, which triggers this reflex. And so water comes in, and then the body actually reacts to the water that's coming in and starts the peristaltic reflex and then pushes out some of the water and any of the fecal matter that's dislodged. And we do this over and over again, which gradually clears the whole colon. And a successful hydrotherapy treatment, you would actually expect the whole colon to be cleared. Maybe not all when you're actually lying on the bed attached to the equipment, but certainly on the loo afterwards. All the matter that's then been dislodged and some of the water that's still within you hopefully will just come out in a series of whooshes and you'll feel so much better. So the first thing I'm going to do, Holly, is just massage your tummy a bit. So if I just pull the blanket down, and I'm just going to lift up your top. I don't want that to get oily. Yep, brilliant. And if anything feels at all uncomfortable as I'm massaging, because I'm going perhaps to go in quite firmly in places. Yeah. So just tell me. It's useful for me to know whether anything is tender, but also obviously I don't want it to be uncomfortable. For you, so I'm just going to start quite gently. I don't know if you can smell it. It's got peppermint in it. So peppermint's really good for the digestion. So, but it's quite a pungent sort of smell. I think you smell a bit as if your tummy's got toothpaste. Oh. So nothing at the moment is feeling.
No, it feels fine.
There we go. And as I go in a bit firmer, it's still fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Okay, so this will just hopefully sort of get your digestion moving a little bit before we start the treatment, and then depending on how I see things behaving down the tube when we start, then I may massage you or may not massage you during the treatment, because for some people who've got sort of a slower, more sluggish bowel, then obviously massaging is really helpful to get things moving and get things dislodged. But also some people, if you've got sort of an IBS bowel that's giving you symptoms of constipation, so you feel like you're actually really slow, but what's actually happening is that your bowel is really quite reactive and is going into spasm. Yeah. Then if we massage it during the treatment, it may be that we overstimulate it, and that actually doesn't help you in the long run. Right, there we go. It's got nice. Right, so you're going to hear a slight sort of whooshing and bubbly noise in a minute as I just run the first bit of the water down one tube and up another, just because I don't want the air bubbles to go into you. And now I've done that, then I'm just going to release this clip, and you're going to feel the water just trickling into you. It's about body temperature, but it just might seem a little bit cooler to you depending on what your natural body temperature is. So there's the water running in and running out. That's good. And at the moment we've just got a little bit of gas coming out, which is what happens at the beginning of every treatment. Does the water temperature feel alright?
That feels fine, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the basis of the treatment, is the water just trickling in and trickling out. And then the other sensation is when I clamp off the outlet tube.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to clamp it off with my thumb now, just for a couple of seconds. You hear the water stop running, and then release it. And did you get a sense of pressure?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
But that was, oh my word, we've already had, a little bit going down the tube, excellent. Have you had a bowel movement this morning?
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, obviously your bowel is keen to get its money's worth out of the treatment. So but that amount of pressure was alright for you?
Yeah, that was absolutely fine.
Absolutely fine. And another bit, gosh, your bowel's been really quite active this morning. So I'm just going to clamp it off again, and this time I'm just going to do it for a fractionally longer and see whether so I'm going to release it now. Is that still quite within what you can tolerate and you're comfortable? Definitely hear something brewing, but it feels comfortable and fine.
Yeah, feels like something's coming.
Oh, does it? Oh,
Yes.
good. Oh, good. Because there's a certain something going on at the bottom of the tube, so I think I'm just going to open that now. Hooray! So, do you see there was a sort of whoosh and then it stopped? Right. So I'm not actually flowing any water at the moment, so we'll just see. If we just massage your tummy, whether we can get it to do a nice peristaltic wave and whoosh some stuff up the tube. Because it's funny, I do this so often, and it's like I know something exciting is going to happen if we do it long enough. And I keep spending time thinking, oh, I don't know, this time it's not, nothing very much is happening, and then always towards the end, something then happens, and it's wonderful. Let this run a little bit more water. So that's a really lovely thick opaque outpouring, which is great. And then I think we're going to do a fill and see if we can get it to really do its thing. There's the water there, right.